welcome to the end of another week of your lives, so act like it. So hopefully this week will be not as plagued by technical issues as last week, because last week was a mess, guys. I don't know what happened with that, but speaking of last week and the rant that I went on, I kind of wish I had saved that till this week, because yesterday I had yet another horrifying encounter. I was coming out of a store, grocery store, with my friend Kelly, who you know, you've met Kelly, and this guy, this probably homeless, mentally unstable gentleman, came up to us and was saying things like, how did you get so smooth, and like, you're so smooth, something like, because we were both wearing shorts, or she was wearing a dress, but like our legs were exposed, but like asking what kind of lotion we used and how are we so smooth, and I literally pretty much yelled at him like, that's really uncomfortable, please stop talking to me, and stop it. That's not fair. Guys can walk around without their shirts. Why can't girls wear shorts and not be attacked? I ask you this, Internet. Please explain it to me, because I really don't understand. Anyway, that was that. Die Hard! Also, we saw a movie. I usually see a lot of movies, like, in theaters. I see a good amount. But recently, like, the past few months, I haven't really seen any. But I went on Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. And I saw Maleficent with a couple friends, which it was good. It was really good. I thought it was really well done. It was a really interesting and awesome take on that story, on the backstory of Sleeping Beauty. My one qualm about it, the one thing that makes me go, oh really, is I'm going to be as spoiler free as I can, but at the very end, you know, during the big battle that of course would be at the end of this kind of movie, Maleficent, Angelina Jolie, starts out in this like flowing cloak, cape, dress thing. Somehow something happens and I guess the cloak gets ripped off, but then she spends the rest of that scene in this like skin tight leather catsuit, which it didn't fit with the aesthetic of the movie at all. I understand that, you know, she would need to have like a battle armor situation. I feel like they could have designed something that was more aesthetically keeping with the rest of the movie. They could have done something really awesome and fitting for the time period, or the, you know, that fantastical world that they had created, but instead there was just this like modern day catsuit. It was really weird. The only reason that I could see for them to do that was so that Angelina Jolie could wander around in a little catsuit. Like, that is not a valid reasoning to do something. Come on, Disney. Come on. And I've heard mixed reviews of it so far. A couple of people I've talked to have really loved it, but I've heard that a couple people that those people know have like hated it. The comments from one of those people who didn't like it were that they didn't like it because Maleficent in the original Disney movie, animated movie, is such an iconic evil character that this person didn't think that she could be redeemed or should be redeemed. And I don't agree with that. I mean, I understand it, absolutely understand it, but villains don't, I mean, in general, in a realistic situation, whatever, villains don't see themselves as villains. Someone doesn't decide to do one thing, to choose this one path over the other path because it's evil. They choose that because that's the best or the only choice for them at that moment. Every action that they make is justifiable, whether you perceive it as evil or as good or as neutral, whatever. That is a matter of perspective. I just think that that argument is a little silly. The justification for her actions is not, this is the most evil thing that she could have done. It's, this is what happened to her, this is what was done to her, and this is how she reacted and how she chose to get by. I don't know. Never mind. Other than that, it was a pretty quiet week. Of course it is. I'm boring. I've been boring lately. That was the point of this! To not be boring. Penny.
Oh, Penny, who's that?
Okay. Okay, I'm done now. Okay. That's all.